Spread the love and spread the health to everyone you possibly can. Good morning, everybody. So I just woke up from literally the worst sleep maybe of my life. It was really painful to sleep on these newly maintained dreads. I ended up just sleeping on one side of my head right here where there's a little bit less dreadlocks, and it was just super painful. I didn't get much sleep at all, so I just wanted to update you and let you know. It's actually like 9:30 or something right now because I slept in so much because I just didn't get any sleep. It was awful. But I'm still super happy that I got them done. Waking up to dreads that were not matted together was something that really made me happy. As you can tell, my eyes are kind of watery and red because Ashley, who did my dreadlocks, had cats at her house, and I'm really allergic to cats. We ended up staying outside until it got dark out, which was really good. I can't imagine being surrounded by those cats for the entire, I think, 6.5 hours that it took. But yeah, I've got pretty bad allergies. So we were just inside for probably an hour or so, and I took off all of my clothes that I was wearing the other day, and they were in a different room. I didn't sleep with them on. I took a shower when I got home just to get all the dander off me. Well, I didn't get my dreads wet last night because you should really never sleep with them wet. But I'm about to hop in the shower now. Hopefully that'll get any last bit of cat dander off of my body, and I'm also going to wet my dreadlocks. Ashley suggested that I do this because there's this one that really sticks out quite a bit. Actually, it's a little less than it was last night. Last night it was like out to here. But I'm going to take a shower. Hopefully I feel better, cleaner from the cat situation, and hopefully my dreads will just kind of loosen up a little tiny bit at the roots so that they're not feeling as tight and sore. So really what I feel like any girl can relate to this. I'm not sure if guys you'll be able to relate to this, but if you have ever had a ponytail in your hair for too long, then you feel that bruised feeling around where the ponytail is being held. Essentially, that's what I feel all over my head, because essentially these are little tiny ponytails. You're just pulling your hair into one spot and tying it there and holding it there, and it's going straight out rather than falling down naturally. So my head's very sore. I hope to go relieve some of that pain, and I will catch up with you guys afterwards. Okay, so I just got out of the shower a little while ago. I've got a full-size towel wrapped around my dreads because the hand towel size doesn't really seem to do it because my dreads are quite long. So they're still a little bit sore, but I'm hoping that this will have tamed them a little bit. Okay, so as you can see, they're pretty flat now. So basically what I'm gonna do is just kind of put them in the places that I want them, and you can see how incredibly close they are to my scalp now. Before there was just so much extra hair. It was really crazy. They're just in much better shape now. It looks like there's a little, not bald spot, but it looks like they're just separated in a funny way right there. So I'm just gonna place them into the places that I want them, and I apologize for my facial expressions. This is still pretty painful. It really just feels like my whole head is bruised. It's so sore. And then this guy's still sticking out a little bit, so I'll just have to tame him. I think what I did when I first got my dreads locked up in the first place was I just wore bandanas pretty frequently, and that kind of helped everything stay back. So I'll probably put a bandana on today. They look so different, it's crazy. Ah, wow. Look at that. That is incredible, the work that she did. So I just want to talk a little bit. Oh yeah, and by the way, you can see my eyes are so much better after taking a shower and getting all of the cat dander off of me. So I just want to talk a little bit about dread maintenance. I was not really informed and apparently did not do enough research on my own to know that I had to be pulling apart my dreadlocks at the roots every single day. So there were a few months that went by. Wow, look at that, so awesome. There were a few months that went by that I just wasn't pulling them apart at the roots. I didn't know even what was going on back there. So then I would say maybe month 3, I started to pull them apart and feel like they were a little bit connected, and I was like, all right, this is not good. Then Addison helped me with maintaining them in the back, but since those first initial months went by without me pulling them apart, that was really, those months are really critical. Hey, Hunter. Hey. Hey. Those months were really critical for me to be pulling the dreads apart. Say hi to the camera. No? No? Those months are critical. Right when you get them locked up, you should be pulling them apart at the roots. I didn't know that, at least not to the extent. I mean, maybe I knew, but I just didn't feel like they were getting stuck together, because it was like really, really, really gradual. So over time it happened, and as days passed, I didn't feel anything going on, so I didn't pull them apart every morning. So that was my error, clearly, and it was so painful yesterday. I really want to stress the importance of pulling them apart, because I don't wish that pain on anyone. I really believe that that was the most painful thing I've been through. So if you have dreadlocks, if you're looking to get dreadlocks, just keep that in mind. Still a little sniffly. Just keep that in mind. I'm just gonna dry up the ends because they drip a little bit. What else? So from here on out, pretty much they will fluff up a little bit. They will get a little more natural, closer to what I had before, but not nearly as fluffy and as crazy as that. The more I wet them, the more they will loosen up and extra hairs will come out. So I'm really excited to be in the water in Hawaii, because beforehand I was only washing them a couple times a month. And I say this not because I'm a gross hippie and I don't wash my dreadlocks, but because my hair just doesn't get greasy. I would exercise 6 or 7 days a week, and I would have, obviously my hair would be sweating because I sweat like crazy when I work out, but there would be no residue afterwards at all, no greasiness or anything. Ashley, while she was doing my dreads, she was actually saying how fluffy and soft my hair was around my face and even throughout the dreadlocks. So I didn't need to really wash them more than a few times a month. I would just tie them up into a bun on top of my head and then put a shower cap on every time I showered, which was every single day. And that's how that went. I'm excited to have the freedom to get them wet more than that. I think I wasn't going in the pool, I wasn't swimming in the ocean, even when I had the opportunities to, mostly because I knew that every time I washed them, they were getting a little bit fluffier, and it was just getting out of hand, so I'm so glad that I went to get them professionally maintained. I do suggest doing this for anyone who feels like their dreads are out of control, like they're so far past what you can do. I wouldn't just chop them off, because this, I mean, fixing them is totally possible. There are talented girls out there, and guys, I just haven't met any yet, that can fix your dreadlocks to the roots. It's like incredible. But at the same time, you don't want to let them get that crazy and out of hand because of the pain. I have a low pain tolerance. Maybe it would be manageable for you, but I wouldn't take the chance. It's a long process. It took 6.5 hours, so I was sitting in the same chair until we went inside for the entire day yesterday. So that's one thing to consider. I personally don't mind that because I know the outcome is going to be totally worth it. I've also done long road trips before, so I'm kind of used to experiencing that, just sitting on one place for a long time. I guess that's really it. Just focus on maintaining them. Do your research. Talk to people who have dreadlocks, whose dreadlocks you admire, and see what they do to get them that way, and put in the time for it. I thought that dreadlocks would be easy from the start, but then once I got them, I realized there is a baby period where you have to like take care of your babies, and then after that they're very easy and self-sustainable, and you don't need to do much to them, just a little bit of maintenance here and there. But right now they're clearly still in the baby stage. I was neglecting them, my little babies, but it was because I didn't fully have all of the knowledge that I should have had. So I guess I'll end with that. If you do want to get in contact with the girl, Ashley, that I got my dreadlocks maintained by, she is in Manchester, Connecticut. Her website is called dreadfullocksct.com, I believe. I'll put the exact website down below in the description of this video, and she's also got an Instagram account where she puts photos of before and after of her clients, so you can see the type of work that she does, if this isn't proof enough that she is amazing and talented. So I guess that is all for today. If you have any questions about dreadlocks, I love recording videos about them and showing you my journey with my dreadlocks. And I guess I will see you next time. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and click subscribe if you have not already subscribed, and share this video with your dreadlock friends or anyone who is considering getting dreadlocks. Alright, see you next time. Bye!